good morning or good evening, depending on where you are in the world today. Okay, so I've gotten this word today. God says to finish what you started. Don't start nothing and without finishing, okay? Then he gave me this perspective. He said, what if Moses never finished the ark? What if he started building on the ark and just never finished it? That would have been a hot mess, okay? I wonder if it would have even made the Bible. But Moses, he kept going, and I am pretty sure that Moses was tired on most days. He was building that ark for years, y'all. For years, he was building that ark. He was dealing with people talking about him. You know, he was dealing with scoffers and all types of stuff. People that was denying all the things that he was trying to tell them. He was trying to tell them that the storm was going to come. They didn't believe him. And he still kept building. And he had God there motivating him, and the angels too, to motivate him to keep building. I'm pretty sure Moses was tired on most days. I'm sure it was hot outside on most days. Probably was raining. He out there hammering. And you know, back in the day, they didn't have power tools. So he had to do everything manually. I'm sure Moses was pretty tired, but he kept going. You know, that's how the Lord wants you all to do. That's how he wants all of us to do. He don't want us to leave our projects undone. Moses never quit, and he never gave up, and look at what happened. You know, whenever we finish what we start, we actually give our next generation a chance. We have to finish the things that our ancestors did not finish in order to give the future generation a chance to thrive and a chance to do some of the things that we didn't get a chance to do. The start of a thing and the ending of a thing seems to be the most difficult, because I know that whenever I first started doing certain stuff, it was a little difficult because I didn't know what I was doing, or I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. So trying to get the hang of it was difficult, I guess you could say. But then when it got to the ending of a thing too, to finish it, that was even difficult, because, you know, all of the, I don't know if it's nerves or what. But the start of the thing and the ending of a thing, it seems to be the most difficult. In the middle, you kind of skate by a little bit, but those seem to be the most challenging as far as I've been able to see. You literally have to make yourself finish in a lot of cases, because your flesh is going to rise up. And then a lot of times you'll get bored with a certain thing or certain project, but you have to keep going. Find stuff that you still like about it. You know, even if you can't find anything, find another reason to keep going. Think of something that you really want out of that, and you keep going off of that. Use that as a stepping stone, as a crutch, to keep going within that thing or that project. As for me, a lot of times I would get bored with a thing, so I have to find other reasons to keep going. I have to drag myself and make myself keep doing it, because a lot of times we start doing something, we just want to throw it away because we're now no longer interested in it anymore. But you have to keep going and jump over that hurdle, and then you're going to find other things that you like about it. It's going to open doors because you kept going instead of just giving up and throwing the thing away altogether. Building upon a certain thing is not easy. In a lot of cases, it's not easy. Certain buildings can be easy. Certain projects can be easy, but certain buildings, when you're building certain stuff, is very difficult. A lot of times it's in our head. It's a mind thing. We don't know what we're going to achieve from building this. We just know that God told us to do this certain thing, and so we're being obedient and doing it. A lot of times we don't really know, but trust me, whenever you build something, you have to well, one day you will see why you built that certain thing. Sometimes God will have you to build something and put it to the side for later on, something you'll need for later on in your life. And I've seen that happen a bunch of times in mine, where I had something that I built a few years ago, and I needed it today. I was like, and I started to throw certain stuff away, and I'm glad God would stop me from throwing it away. I ended up keeping it, and it ended up serving me well in this time that I'm in now. If you're having trouble finishing stuff, you can start with certain things to help you to grow in that area. Buy books, and don't stop reading that book until you finished. Buy books, start reading them, and finish the book. Start with small books. I mean, a lot of times you get books and you never finish the book, never finish reading it. So start there. You can start in other areas too, where you have to finish something, probably like with a puzzle or something like that. That'll build muscle and endurance in that area where you have to finish stuff. Don't just let this fall by the wayside, because this is important. Like I said, what if Moses never finished what he started? Then a lot of things would have not been the way that they are today, because of being disobedient. Even if you have to drag yourself to do it, a lot of times that's what it takes, guys. You got to do whatever you got to do in order to complete whatever that is the God wanted you to complete, okay? But yeah, guys, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.